round number 4 of the NRRA Cup Series. Pace for the Globe brings us then to the Talladega Superspeedway in Lincoln, Alabama. A 44-minute drive to the west of, or rather to the east of Birmingham, Alabama, the state capital of Alabama. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thursday Night Racing with the media and the NRRA Cup Series here again in beautiful Alabama. It is so amazing to have you all, and it's amazing to have you all in our brand new studio. I'm joined by Ferrari Master Plan. How are you doing?
I'm doing good this evening here, Imp. It's great to be back here at the beautiful Talladega Speedway. It's always a fun race whenever we come here, and right now it's 60 seconds left in group qualifying, so we might take a look down at the track as we try and see who wins the pole. Right now, James Loomis is somehow a quarter of a second ahead of everybody else on the speed charts, with 40 seconds to go as everyone goes for their final lap.
And we are also joined by the Ultimate Surfer, who will be with us in the booth in a few minutes. But as you said, the action on the track is just heating up. James Loomis about a quarter of a second ahead of the field. Surprisingly, vKolby is not doing the best in the world, but he's definitely competitive here.
Well, it is a super speedway, Imp. Anyone can win a super speedway race in the NRRA as long as you're in the right place at the right time. We saw earlier this season with Niall O'Hare winning the Daytona 500 earlier in the season, and at Atlanta, we know Vicky won after an insane race. So with Talladega being the last true chaos race of the season, this is a good chance for anyone to maybe try and close in the gap on Kolby in the point standings. Qualifying for this group has just ended. I believe there will be a second group to go in a few minutes. James Loomis currently topping the board by a quarter of a second over Skyronics. But qualifying historically does not really matter here all that much.
And Surfer, throwing this question to you, what are your thoughts with how the session is going to go, especially with the high bank corners and the start-finish line, that it's not on the tri-oval, but instead just before turn 1?
Well, since I've watched a ton of NASCAR racing and seen Talladega, it can be chaos the way everything runs, and lap times can differ depending on the line you run. So really just lines are everything, and just keeping in your lane.
And definitely. Especially if you don't want the big one to happen, which most likely will be the case today, but we will see when it comes time for the race. But if we have a look at our point standings coming into Talladega, it's no surprise the man on top. It is vKolby and that 29 Phantom machine. vKolby has been dominant this season, picking up his 8th win last week. Just behind him is going to be that 11 of Aiden Morse. Aiden, Aiden qualified, I believe, 4th, if I'm not mistaken.
He's 6th at the moment.
6th, thank you. Aiden qualified 6th at the moment, and he's definitely a contender today if he can keep pace with the rest of the field. As you said, Ferrari, the track is definitely going to have some pack racing like Daytona and like other super speedways. But anyways, going back to the live action, we're just waiting for the others to get started. Here comes the 25 of Overpaid to the pit lane as Group 2 is getting ready to get started. So And while we wait for Group 2 to get started, I do have to ask you guys, who other than vKolby do you think is going to win this race? Because I think we all know that vKolby is definitely one of the more dominant drivers.
Honestly, if you were to ask me, I'm gonna go all in and say George Tolton somehow wins this race. I think this is the best chance for a non-vKolby win. Even though at Daytona, I remember at the start of the season, which is the most similar type of track to this one, Colby and the other DT cars were all up at the front and being very quick. I do know that this race mostly going to come down to positioning towards the end. It's doing the right calls and strategy and whatnot. And so basically anyone can win this race as long as they're in the right place at the right time at the end of the race.
Oh, certainly. Oh, certainly. And sir, for your thoughts, who do you think is going to win the race? Like, who do you think has the chance to win the race?
Well, from what I've seen right now, James Loomis possibly has a really good chance the way he ran just then, and Skyronics with pretty good lap times. So between the three that we've mentioned, I think they've got pretty good chances.
And if I am getting my pick in, I think that Nikki, she didn't do so hot, but again, that pack racing has been a factor here at super speedways in general, especially with her win in Talladega, or rather not Talladega, in Atlanta. So there's definitely the chance that she could pick up her second season win. But Ferrari, you mentioned I forgot. I done lost my train of thought. Anyways, continuing on. I lost my train of thought.
While Imperial has lost his train of thought, we will take a look here at some of the cars preparing to go out for group number 2. Brandon Johnson to lead the 4-car group around. I'm not sure if we will get any more to be added to this. Matthew McStickso is making his first start in a while. It's good to see him back this season. The 96 of Lexus Ajayi is also in this group, and Overpaid running out this foursome. 6 minutes to put in the best time possible.
And if we go, look, my bad. But if we go back to the point standings really quickly, there is something to note here. You have to note that Luna Johnson still suspended, especially after what she did a few races ago, which definitely has been a while now, but again, just unacceptable from her. Anyways, back to the live action. They're doing pretty well, but Brandon Johnson, who led them out, definitely is falling down the order at the moment. So,
well, here in qualifying, you want to get the best toe you can, because the more speed you're carrying down the back straightaway and in the corners with the closing rate, especially with the draft scripts, the faster you will go and the better lap time you will set. So there is a bit of strategy here with the group qualifying, trying to time your run so you get the best draft possible.
Definitely, like you said, as the car's coming around the tri-oval to the start-finish line, it's gonna the leaderboard is broken, but I think that Brandon Johnson might have the fastest time out of this foursome.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Still single file here on the inside lane. These 4 are just trying to push each other forward at the moment. Another strategy, just doing bump drafting. Now, you don't want to get your bumpers locked, otherwise things can get very bad. But they're still keeping it straight in single file here. Another set of times down. Lexus now the fastest man in this group, a 44.263. That's not really fast enough to contend for pole. They're still a second off of James's time, but they still have 3.5 minutes to find some more pace.
Yeah, definitely. and it's going to be important for them as here comes the 71. Or never mind. But yes,
yeah, that is the
definitely.
71.
Yeah, but definitely going to be important for them, especially with a track that drafting is a big part of it. And if you have a draft partner and you're on that outside line, catching somebody who's on the inside line and doesn't have a draft partner, you should find yourself, or you should expect yourself rather, to get past them.
So the 71 car, that is Tyler White coming out onto the track. I do remember that Tyler White has his own car to 16, but I guess he is no longer in that ride and is now in the 71 Haley Wacken car. He's currently outside the draft. He will need to probably wait a little bit for the back around. Now, the good news for him is I don't think there will be any threat of failing to qualify today, as there's only 13 people here with White's inclusion.
Yep, no chance of failing to qualify. Oh, what a wall! What a C frame that 98 had, or rather 96 had. Way to save it too for Alexis. And that's another part of this race that I do think is going to be super important. If you can save yourself if you make a mistake, you're definitely going to not lose as much time as you would if you weren't to. And so that's also a big
Oh, another C frame. Oh my god! Oh my god!
His way into the pit lane.
Well, that was certainly a sight. We just saw a blowover there with Overpaid. He's I guess Lexus is a genius according to him, but he backed out of it. I guess nothing really they could do. That was just a C-frame. But I guess that might be something we will see with the Rex today. Some big air is on the cards. Bit of a shame because that group was very organized.
Definitely. And the 96 coming back around with a 30. So 96
50.
leads this pack from the 30, and the 1 now gonna merge behind the 2 of them as the 96 gets lifted up. 96 gonna keep it going, and what a save from the 2 of them.
Yep, just trying to get a little more organized. Right now, James still on the pole by about 1/10 of a second. The second through 5th are all members of this group. That's just how well organized they were on the outside lane. Lex is trying to get maybe one more run with behind the 30 here, trying to see if they can get just a bit more pace out of the car.
Already about
I don't think they'll have enough
20
time
left.
to organize.
No, they're not going to have enough time. They might have enough time for one more lap. Probably not, though.
Nope, there's the gun.
There it is. And no improvement from any of the 3 in that pack. So, as it stands, James Loomis gonna pick up yet another pole.
And this is his first. No, it's not. This is his third pole this season. Rocket Man over here.
vKolby gonna start P8 in the standings. P8 on the field. Could have done better, that number 29, but again, it is a road course. It's a super speedway, so you should expect that from the drivers today.
A good session there for the cars. I will say the second group was just a lot better and much more organized. They were able to go a lot faster than I think. I think James just got a really good run with all of the pack racing in that first group and was just able to get a very, very strong lap. That's his third pole this season. I cannot believe James Lewis has 3 poles on this season. His results don't show it.
Definitely.
He's really good.
Sorry. I think I would definitely have to disagree with you, because that blowover, first of all, and then just the amount of carnage that we saw throughout the session, definitely not what you need if you're trying to fight for a race win today.
Okay.
But
Moving along.
moving along, then we find ourselves waiting for the potential of possibly getting more drivers out there. If not, we will stand by for confirmation that we are going to break. Oh, do stand by for that. But in the meantime, it's always impartial, aka Immortalis Impartial. I'm joined by the Ferrari Master Plan. I almost called you the Ferrari Surfer. But moving on. James Loomis so far finds himself on pole with a 43.329 from I can
From anyway,
Oh.
while Imp loses his mind here,
While I lose my
James
mind
Loomis is on
again.
pole with a 43.329, a tenth faster than Matthew McSixo in second, beat Brandon Johnson in third, Overpaid in fourth, and Lexus Ajayi in the top 5. We will be right back after these
Hold on.
commercial messages.
We're actually gonna stay live.
Oh, we're going to stay live a little bit?
We're
Never
gonna
mind.
say
We are not going to break
we are
as
not.
we have a
We are
surprise
not.
third group showing up. Tanks for Wild has shown up late and will start this race in the number 4. And I think he will just be told to start to the rear. That's a one-car show.
Yeah,
We will
one
see
car
who
shows
is-
most likely not gonna be given the chance to qualify.
Yeah, they might just send him to the rear because we're one car short of a full field.
So for now, we just wait the end of qualifying and the end of the session. So far, it's gonna be James Loomis on pole. And another surprising entry. Hank's Wild starting. We can find him the leaderboard. 11th. James Hank's Wild starting P11. But I have another question. We saw all the cars outside, out on the track, not outside. Who could even think about touching grass? Anyways, we saw all the cars on the track, and the question remains: which car of them all has the best paint scheme?
Well, I am a sucker for the simple paint schemes. I still love that 96 car. That looks fantastic.
I would have to say it's Overpaid's Monster Energy 25 machine. Or it could be Sofa Green. Rather, Sofa Green is in the 07. It could be Sofa Green's Matt Bottle's graphics 07 car. The choices. But anyways, we will be right back with more action after the break. So don't adjust your TV sets. Don't adjust the live stream. It's always impartial, aka Immortalis Impartial, here at the Talladega Super Speedway with the Ferrari Master Plan, and we will be right back after these commercial messages. And welcome back to the Talladega Super Speedway here in Talladega County, Alabama. We are getting set for I can find the title of it. We are getting set for the Yellawood 199 here at this iconic track. And before we do forget, we have to go over the field, but we will do so once we get pacing rather. So Ferrari, tell us about what you expect to happen throughout this race.
I think we're gonna get something very similar to Daytona if you were around for that first race. We'd probably see some insane pack racing, 3-4 wide throughout the field. The only cautions that we will get will not be for incident, but will be rather for C-frame. It will be a bit chaotic, and it'll come down to positioning and the pit strategy as the race progresses. Everyone currently getting into their cars, preparing for the pacing laps. This will be a 90-lap event. The halfway break is at lap 45, if I recall correctly.
Yes, I do believe it would be at lap 45. So 45 laps in quote unquote stage 1, if you will. Do you think that we are gonna see some green flag pit stops in the middle part of the race?
We're gonna see at least a pit. I'm not sure how the fuel is going to handle for this race. Historically, there's a pit stop every 8 to 10 laps, but I don't know the fuel for the new fuel strategy here. I do think we will see green flag pit stops this race, maybe 1 or 2 stops before the break. However, if the fuel economy is good, we might just see just the one. Oh, there goes the shutdown again. Quick, cut the intermission.
Well, huh? Are we keeping it going on now? And welcome back, and a good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everybody in attendance and everybody watching on the C Media Network. I am always impartial, joined by it's the Ferrari Master Plan. I don't know why I stuttered there, but anyways, joined by the Ferrari Master Plan and Gene CHP of all people. Gentlemen, hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah, we're doing great here. We apologize for the intermission there. They had to double shut down the server for some reason. I don't know why, but it seems they had to change some paint schemes around because Tanks Ferrari has a new paint scheme, the number 4, and Mr. Aiden Graham has a nice mobile one pin screen that looks incredible. He will be starting from the rear of the field. Additionally, Tyler White is back in his number 16 Breeze Airways car, so I think that's why they had to shut down. They had to change a few of the paint schemes around. The 07 looks nice. The 96 looks nice. But yeah, all the technical issues should be sorted out, and we're about to go pacing here. And there we are, pacing. So we will start out with your starting lineup for the Yellawood 199 at Talladega. James Loomis winning his first pole of the season. Starts on the pole today. Matthew McSixo, back from hiatus, is starting in second. Brandon Johnson starting in third. Overpay starts in fourth. Aiden Graham, Lexus Ajayi starting in fifth. Sky Ronick starting in sixth. And Ray Wolfie starting in seventh.
And moving on to P8. If I can find the person. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Colby just flips from 8th place.
It's vKolby who just flipped. vKolby came off of a win last week, and he did get it saved. But vKolby came off of a win last week, so he's definitely looking to keep that momentum going. Right behind him, it's gonna be the 61 of George of all trades. Earlier in the season, we found out he was the owner, quite indeed the owner of Rostock Racing. So that's why you see that Rostock Racing number 61 as it was. George of all trades, aka George Salami. We believe we here in C Media personally believe he is indeed Salami. We really don't. But anyways, moving on. Right behind him, it's gonna be the number 11 Brito Water Ford racing machine of Aiden Morse. Aiden has been pretty consistent. He's been lapping pretty consistent as well here. Especially we saw that from qualifying. Yes. Anyways, right behind him, it's gonna be that 07 Matt Bottles graphics machine. That 07 looking to show himself today. Then it's gonna be the 16 and the 45. And coming to the restart zone, we find the 48. Green flag gonna be in the air for 90 laps of racing here at the Talladega Super Speedway. The 30 already moved. The 30's already moving, looking for a move on that 48. Not gonna find it. But they're 3 wide, 2 rows deep. 44 already getting squirmy, but keeping it under control for the most part. And if these guys keep this up, this lap one big one could be a thing.
They seem that they have settled out mostly. Oh, never mind. That's C-framed air for the furry. Oh my god, the furry's gotten some huge air. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Matthew McSixo.
And we will be looking for a replay from that. So, caution's gonna be in the air. Lap number 1
One lap in.
of the Yellawood 199 here at Talladega Super Speedway. And already we have drama.
Well,
44 already getting
that was
Not so
certainly
much drama
wreck.
as like the probably the biggest crash of the season. I don't even want to call that a crash. That was more than a crash. That was like just a Space Force application.
I have never seen air like that. Well,
and
think-
going to that the media replay sponsored
that.
by
Oh
the
my!
media. Oh
Look
my
at the air!
god,
Into
that
the
air.
Into the non-existent crew members.
Oh my goodness. You just gotta hope that those non-existent crew members are okay.
So,
Prayers.
quick question. Do we think that the blowover script has gone too far?
No. It just promotes closer and more exciting racing. Anyways,
I just
Quick
hope it doesn't, I just
yellow.
hope we don't get.
We
don't
are
get,
going
like,
back
5
green
questions.
this
I
lap,
don't want
so-
to be here until. I don't want to be here until like 2 a.m.
oh, yep, C-frames.
Oh my god.
What is the pace car doing? Anyways, Look who found himself in the lead is the 25 of Overpaid, bringing us to the green flag. And they crossed the line. Somehow the 4 fell right behind. Yes. Anyways.
Ray's
Pat
gonna have a
Gray-
good run here.
Yep. At 44. Had a run for a moment.
Oh,
But he got
Overpaid
separated
blues,
from
Overpaid
that
blues.
line. Got separated from
Gonna
that
keep-
line, and look who finds himself in the lead. It's George of all trades, but he's not gonna find himself there for long.
The 29 just found a
there
blow
goes
over.
the 29.
Kolby, I think did Kolby flip?
Kolby,
I think
Yeah, he just flipped. He kept
Kolby
it free.
flips, but they're gonna keep it green.
if we can get a replay of that, that'd be great.
Well,
Oh my
I'm not
goodness!
sure.
Now it's
I was looking for. I was
three,
on.
four
I was on
wide.
Ray's camera. I don't know if Kolby actually flipped. We said kick flip. There is no way.
Oh, the 45 with a 6 C-frame. The 21
Oh.
still swerved.
45.
God.
Meanwhile, speaking of the 45, she is finding herself towards the middle of the field, dropping back. Same thing
Yeah,
with the
she was
61.
getting
Now it's the
blood up.
44 in the lead, followed by Brandon Johnson.
Oh, this is not gonna. Loomis being pushed below that line.
Yep, this definitely is not going to end well.
Oh, crash! Oh my God, it's Ricky! Oh my God, again!
Oh, red flag being thrown immediately. You just have to
Well.
wonder what's going on with that.
What is this?
I think the blowover script might have gone too far, everybody. I think we've gone too far.
We might have gone too far, and they're
Victoria
still
Gary just
spinning
went into
behind.
the-
Oh, there
Victoria
goes
Gary
the
just
30.
went into the trailer park.
Something tells me we might have another shutdown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something tells me
don't-
we're definitely having another shutdown.
Yeah, let's take a look back at those incidents here as soon as we do so. So the first incident is, I think, going to be the vKolby flip.
Yeah.
As it seems, I think he C-framed off of the wall and just got some
oh
air.
my God, he did a whole barrel roll.
Could have been a lot worse for vKolby, but just very lucky to get away with that one in Scave, just with the one flip. And then there was the second incident where Victoria decided to go for a wild ride.
Decided to apply for the Space Force.
As they're coming out of turn 4, it seems they just
Yep.
got they hit a
Oh,
C-frame in the
it seems
back.
like they,
Yeah,
it seems
oh
like
my
they
God,
just C-framed
oh my
on the
God.
wall.
Roof first is that trailer. Oh God.
Something tells me I don't think we're going to have a very clean race like we're at Daytona. Even if they do remove the blowover script, there's so many C-frames on the course that I think we're probably going to see a lot of cautions for accident.
Yes, we definitely could. And
Oh man.
the with that who is that? Somebody just
How long are they? The question is, how long are they gonna want to keep it clean?
Yeah, that's the 25 of Overpaid finding his way to the front of the field in a blowover during the red flag. Definitely didn't blow over entirely, but he started to.
And there is the shutdown.
So, with the shutdown, we're gonna take a really fast intermission to get us set back up for the next part of this race. So don't adjust your TV sets or your YouTube experience. Stand by and we'll be right back after this quick commercial message.
All right, Marinus, you got to field well here, man. You didn't have the best day with the bat, but we kind of need you to field like mad here to keep Bangladesh to a reasonable total.
Yep, and he didn't cut it. So
Never mind. If you guys heard all of that, it's currently day 2 of the Darwin test here in Darwin. Australia all out for 196 on day 1. Bangladesh is currently 1 for 106. It's God help us all. The entirety of Australian cricket is lost. Everyone needs to be thrown on a pike. We need to chuck the entire team into the Tasman Sea. Todd Greenberg needs to be fired, and a bunch of other stuff.
But
we'll
we are not focusing on cricket. We're focusing on racing. It's C Media, the best road sports action for the best road sports viewers.
So everyone getting into their cars as we're not going to restart the race. I think we're going to have a shortened race though. It seems we only have 60 laps in this event now due to all of the shutdowns. I think it will just be a 30 laps halves here. Cars are now pacing. Now, it will be Ray Wolfe taking us to the green. Oh, the 29 is sliding. What is the 29 doing?
The one is also sliding behind. Everybody's sliding. Oh my goodness, what's going on?
What is it? Yeah, we're gonna be
chaotic.
We might have to shut down again.
Well, while the technical issues continue, we might as well continue with the test match. It's now 1 for 108. Pat Cummins.
Oh my!
Everybody being sent into the air. All of us in the commentary booth are flipped, literally upside down.
Force field.
Oh.
Well, we apologize for all of your viewers who may be tuning in for the first time ever. This is not what usually happens in the NRRA. This is not supposed to happen. This is due to technical issues and maybe a slight bit of the blowover script being a bit too overpowered. But anyway.
With that, we are going to go back to intermission.
Rather than a chase for the globe, this is more like a chase to get this thing actually done before 2 a.m.
We are going to go back to intermission. So again, we will be right back with more action here at Talladega for the Yellawood 199. Please stand by. Everybody, and welcome back. We do apologize for the break in the action. At
None
the
of it is
moment,
our
we're
fault.
just getting everybody sorted into their respective positions before the red flag. And
Blame
I'm being
Dylan
told
Fox.
in my ear that Roblox has kicked Cobalt for literally no reason whatsoever. Anyways, Ferrari, could this get any worse? Could we stay here until midnight?
I think we will be fine. I don't think this race is going to be 3 hours. This race has currently been shortened to 60 laps with all the technical issues. We might be good now. It doesn't seem we're sliding anymore. It seems that I think we will have to settle for having the blowover script, and we'll just have to hope we don't have 25 cautions. If we do have 25 cautions, and we do stay here till midnight, we will keep you up to date until the end. We will also keep you up with everything else going on as well. Who knows? This might be a very fun scenario.
They might just do a rain delay. And we just
Yeah,
continue
most
tomorrow.
likely going to be a rain delay if that does happen. But we are not saying that happens. By no
I
means will that happen. And lap number 6 with 55 laps to go. It's a one stage out now. The race has been shortened. The 44
To our
of
Lord
Ray
and
Wolfo
Savior,
is
Dale
gonna be
Earnhardt.
leading from the 1 of Brandon Johnson.
Okay.
So vKolby has dropped himself to the rear of the field. He will be attempting
just-
to do the last to first challenge, I guess.
He's just toying. He's just toying with us. There's no way he's just. Oh my
And
God.
there's the C-frame. So the C-frames are
There's
going to be
the
an
pace
issue.
car.
All right.
The pace car has parked on the side of the road. I think we're going to be going green this time by.
Please let that be the
Field
last. Please let that be the last caution we have.
Yep, so coming to the restart zone, the 44 of Ray Wolf are gonna lead them to it, followed by Brandon Johnson. Green flag back in the air, and we're back underway here at Talladega. 44 getting a pretty good start, in my opinion. Drawing a little bit of a gap to the 1, but that's not gonna be the case for a long time. The 11 is gonna be given a 1 out of 3.
Oh, 16!
Oh, and this.
Oh, to get around!
Oh, it's a 1
It's just a one-car accident. We'll stay green.
But
Tyler
before
White.
we said anything, the 11 was given a 1 out of 3 for passing before the start-finish line. So, quite unfortunate for them. And there's going
Rain
to
to
be
the
no
bottom.
halfway mark now, as here comes the 4 of Aiden Graham, followed by your pole sitter. They're going to sail past the 44, who has no draft partner at the moment. And so, it's the 4 from the 48.
Yeah, this will come down now to drafting, and with the fact that there will be no halfway stage, this race has turned into a fuel economy race. So who will have the best strategy to go to the end of the race here, especially for those final set of stops? Now, will we get another caution is the question. The 4's just been shuffled out of line there by the 48, who's taken the lead of the race. So James Lewis now to the point. George Tolspa getting a huge head of steam there with help from the 11. He's going to sail on by for the lead of the race. And I think Tolspa will lead this lap. Yes, he will.
And he's immediately gonna lose it.
That is that's how the cards fall here, Talladega.
Oh!
Here we go, trouble. No!
Oh, and the 44 from C-frame.
But here comes the 29.
3 wide! 3 wide for second, 3 wide for third, 3 wide for everything. 4 wide! Oh my God, this is not gonna work out!
God. Here we go. It's probably going
That's
to be
a
the
tough
big
break.
one, but here comes the 45. He's going to try to get to the
Steve
front of
Graham
that outside
almost
line.
chaos.
But she's not going to have help or the momentum.
Tough break for Ray Wolfe. He got the C-frame on the back straightaway. It was a single car accident, so
3
there
wide
will be no
lead.
caution for him.
And the 25 going to find his way back to the point. And look who it is in second, fighting for now the lead. That's going to be the 61 of Mr. George of all trades. But George not having the Yes, time.
He's just
With
having
that
no
draft.
help. No help.
Yeah, if you're in the middle, it's just a sucker hole, and it's going to send you all the way to the back of the pack. So you want to be working in a line here with some help. And now the 07 on the outside. Oh, C-frame there. Oh, they saved it.
What a save from those 4 or 5 guys.
That was vKolby hitting the C-frame again, but that was a great save by the field to prevent a caution. Oh, the board's getting very squirrely now. They
Flip the
saved it.
61.
Sliding and slipping. They keep it going. They keep it straight.
But hey, Robin's
If
racing.
one of those people who were just slipping and sliding, they're gonna take the lead. George Tolsma.
George Tulsa gonna take the lead.
And he immediately
But here
loses
comes
it.
vKolby now to the
Losing
point.
it to losing it to the man with no surprises at all. The 29 before the 61 gets it back, and they're slipping
they're all
and sliding still.
Yeah, they just run the exit of turn 4 very aggressively, and they're just riding the wall at the exit, and that's just causing them to hit those C-frames and getting loose out of those corners.
Overpaid,
so
really slipping and sliding in the
Here
back.
comes the 30, also looking for the lead for
Oh,
a
yeah.
moment before he gets shifted up into the middle lane. That's gonna see the 4 of Aiden Graham move to second place, but here comes the 30 again. Bumps the 4 out of the way, and so the 4 gonna fall down to P4.
Several people being told to give up positions, such as the 4. Oh, and the C-frame there for the 07 of Sofa Greens. He's going around, and I think it'll just be a single fraction. Can he stay in the draft? Oh, I don't think he will, because he's just hit the advertising in the infield. So I think Sofa Greens is going to be... Maybe he's still in the draft. Maybe he can get back in this, but that's going to be a big setback for the double for the
96
07.
gonna find himself to the point as well, or in the middle lane, gonna be shifted up high before the 61 and the 96 both coming down low. The 61 rather, the 30 gonna have contact.
That was a very aggressive block there by George Tolsma on the 30 of Matthew McStixo. That was very aggressive blocking here. It seems the 96 and the 61 are just going to work together here to try and control the
Here
field.
comes
But now the
4,
60, never mind, the 61 goes to the inside.
Point. Very excited here.
The 61
NC
forces
Media.
his way through and takes the lead of the race. Tanks Proud is now pushing him hard. I think he's going to get forced out. The 61's going to get forced out of the leader. Oh, upside down goes the 30. He gets C-frames. Oh, they save it. They saved it there. Wow, what a save.
Beautiful save. But the 61 still to the point on the back straightaway. But again, might not be for long with that bump drafting and with the momentum that some of these guys on the outside lane can have. So far, they're single file at the moment, except for the 4 who's going to move to the high side. The 11 going to try to make it 3 wide. It's shut both ways.
Four's gonna have no help.
It seems that the field is starting to stabilize a little bit. Just starting to get into a single file groove here, trying to prepare for the first round of pit stops, I think. As the whole field... Oh, never mind. The 48 has just gone around.
48. Okay.
And he saves it. And they're slipping and sliding.
They're still slipping and sliding.
Well, they're now no longer nice and stable. They're now 3 wide for position in the midfield. But George Tolsma somehow escapes with the lead after all of the chaos here. Oh, never mind. They're wrecking in the back. The 11's around. They save it. They do again. I think Aiden will still have the draft here.
Aiden Graham somehow really only got screwed by that.
Yeah, he just kept it relatively clean
I
there.
think he might have the draft.
Oh, he definitely has the draft there because I see the 07 net is back in the lead pack. So you can be that far back there and still have draft.
And George finds his way back to the point.
George has the most help. Oh boy, had the most help, but he's joining the bottom line, and now Lexus to the lead. And look who it is.
Oh, it's the 21 on his side there. He's back on his 4 wheels, and there's the caution. First caution for incident. Third caution for incident of the day. Racing back to the start-finish line, and the 96
it's gonna
will
be the
take
96.
it.
Surprisingly, the 61 of George has found his way into 3rd.
Well, George's been really quick all day. Honestly, he's been leading the. He led the field for a while, and he looks like he's one of the more consistent cars at the top of the order. The 96 has also been really quick at the front of the field. He's been able to pace the field well. No pace car, it seems. Everyone will have to regulate their own pacing. So this will be interesting.
Definitely. And it's also going to be interesting with pit stops coming around soon.
No, I don't know the field calculations, but I think we will see everyone pit this time, I think, unless someone has some insane strategy. But I don't think pitting by yourself here at a super speedway is the wise idea, so I think we will see all 13 cars come down pit road this time by. And yes, they will. Everyone coming. Oh wait, we have one staying out, two staying out actually. Matthew McStixo and Aiden Morris have both stayed out. So the Swifties have some mysterious plan that I don't know what they're thinking. There is no halfway break, so I'm not sure what they're planning here. But they're going to go on an alternate strategy. Pit stops underway.
Yeah,
clean entry for the 61.
Probably planning to overcut the entire field.
But that's not really the wisest thing to do because this is a drafting track, and if you lose the draft here, you're basically a sitting duck. We saw at the back of the field how Ray and Tyler, when they lost the draft, they just fell like a rock to the back, and they just kept losing time. So I'm not sure what their plan is here. And to the surprise of nobody, the first car out of pit road is Mr. vKolby himself.
Green this time. And the driver's being told not to change lanes before the start-finish line. You saw earlier in the race, that's what caused the 11. That's what caused the 11 to get a 1 out of 3. So we could see that again if somebody decides to be a vKolby, aka a vChad.
Man, these people don't like Kolby, man. I appreciate a good guy with very good abilities to win races and dominate the season.
vKolby wins this and this season.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't like him.
We're only messing around. vKolby's a pretty chill guy.
But anyway.
On his way to the lead of the race, it's Matthew McStixo in that 30.
We're about to go back underway here. There is no pace car, but the imaginary pace car pulls down pit road, and the 30 will hit the restart zone. Now he goes immediately.
In the air, crossing the finish line. It's going to be the 30, 11, and the 29 gaining a gap. Here comes the 11 to the inside. What a sail past the 30 for the lead, but not for long. Here comes the 30 with help from the 29 right behind him. The 30 going to find himself back to the point. The 61 going to find himself into P3. Almost did an Earnhardt with the 11 there, but manages to keep it straight.
Yeah, the 30 immediately went to the outside, which I think was the preferred groove, but now the 11's on the outside. He's going to run his way free wide. Oh, a small sleep frame there. They've kept it straight. Oh, never mind. The 25 gets collected in a C frame. They keep it. They saved it.
Again, beautiful job saving it from the field, but the 11 still in the lead, and here comes the 21, a guy we haven't talked about pretty much the entire race with the exception of the starting lineups. And the man himself, vKolby, is to the point, but not for long, as here comes the 4 to the inside. Doesn't have help. vKolby stays in the lead.
4 wide now for position. This may not really work. Oh, they keep it a 5 wide nearly, but I think they're going to sort it out here as the 44 is stuck below the double yellow line. They're going to hit the C frame here. Yep, there they go. The 07 goes on his side. They save it, and they're still green here, as the 07 was on his side, but thanks to Aiden Morris, we're not going to have a caution for that. Racing back to the line, the 29 and the 61 dead even to begin lap number 21. vKolby now at the front of the field. I think he has a good chance to now try and pace the field here, but the 61 and the 96 have both been really. Oh, never mind. C frames, 3, 4, 5 cars around. They set it. They have kept it. So no separations from the lead group here. But this will allow James Lewis now to get a run on the inside lane. They're 4 wide again. Through turn 3. Huge shove on the inside lane by the 44, the 11, and the 96. They're all trying to avoid hitting that C-frame on the outside wall. Never mind. Oh, there they go. Upside down goes the 48 of James Loomis. And I
61
think
gonna
that
be
might be a
proven 1 out
caution.
of
Yep, there he
3.
goes. Oh, a huge flip again by the 48. Racing back to the start-finish line, it will be Ray Wolfe leading us back. And it seems turn 4 is going to be the trouble spot for this field.
Did the 48 get Newman?
No, he was fine, I think. He just hit the C-frame and then got a little bit of assistance from the field and flipped over.
And
Like when you
along
said,
with that, the 61 picks up the second 1 out of 3 of the day, saying that the 48 of James Loomis had ping-ponged him. So the 61 definitely not happy about that, saying he was in the middle of 3 wide getting hit by the outside car. But alas,
Yes.
hits are open this lap. We'll see if the 48, if I'm not mistaken, and the 11 do stay out, or if they decide to pit. 30, thank you.
So, after looking at that, it just looked like the 48 did get a C-frame and just got a little bit of assistance from the field with it. So, just a bit unfortunate there for James, but nothing really lost there. They with the caution. Pit stops underway, and this time everybody comes down. Nope, never mind. The 30 stays out again. What is Matthew McStixo doing? What is the plan here?
Matthew McStixo might be going on an alternate strategy and wanting to hopefully lap the entire, or rather, hopefully try to overcut the entire field. But I doubt that's going to happen, as he will need to pit sometime throughout the race.
Now, if it was just when it was him and Aiden, there was some strategy, like, oh, it's 2 cars, they can both work together and on the alternate strategy. But now it's just Matt all by himself. So if he does pit, he will have no drafting help whatsoever under the green flag pit stops.
And Aiden Morris,
he's kind of screwed.
Right, Aiden Morris beat the 21 of Skyronics out of the pit lane. So there was a little bit of arguments about that, but they were solved as we near turn 3. And we're going to go green this time. No accelerating early is going to be taken by the officials. So the 30 better watch himself. If I'm not mistaken, he was one of the guys that did accelerate early on the previous restart. And clarification coming that is for everybody, not just the 30. And so we await the restart.
Invisible pace car pulls down here.
Yep, imaginary pace car. Imaginary pace car pulling into pit road. 30 looking, what is the 44 doing? And green flag back in the air here at Talladega. It looks like the 44 almost jumped the restart, but gonna keep it clean for the moment. 44 to the rear bumper of the 30. 25 right behind them, and the man himself, Chud, right behind them.
Wow, really setting the standards here.
Again, we've loved
single file
vKolby
for the moment, except for the back for third. It seems they're all just trying to get back into a single groove here, into turn 3 and 4 for the first time this run, and the 44 on the outside with some help from vKolby. They keep it clean out of 4, but the 44 has taken the lead of the race.
They were 4 wide.
Yeah, they keep it clean here. But anyway, vKolby will be giving a push to the 44. When will he make the move? Skyronix gets shuffled out of line. He's now on the inside with no help whatsoever. Now, I am interested to see what the 30 is doing here. Is he trying to make it to halfway exactly? Try and split the race in half?
Because he might
be an interesting call.
Yes, interesting call, interesting strategy, all of it. But definitely one to look out for. 25 contact with the 11. They keep it clean.
4 wide now. Up there's the C-frame. And the 98.6, one of the fastest car day, gets shuffled out into the back of the field. Oh, and the 25 flips. He does a barrel roll in the infield, slides back up the course in front of I think that's the one of Brandon Johnson in the back. So no caution there for that accident. They will keep it green. They all have the draft, so no love lost. But up front, it is now Sofa Greens in the 07. He has taken the point now over the 44. He has help from the 16 of Tyler White, the 21 with no run whatsoever. But now he's going to get a big shove by the 4 of Tanks for Wild. And it's going to be single file within the top 6. Now for the lead of the race, here comes Tyler White.
Looking to the point. He gets it. But vKolby,
C-frame.
That's not vKolby, that's Skyronics here. And Skyronics around for a second. This 07 gonna find his way back to the point. They're 4 wide for about 3rd or 4th for a second though. And the 16 just being shuffled down the order.
That entire outside line just got very disorganized there with the 07 going for a slide. That's allowed the 61 to take back the point, but now he has no help. Here comes vKolby to the point. He's going to try and throw the block on the 61, but he doesn't have enough of a momentum to get down to the inside lane in time. The 61 now is going to get a shove by the 4 and the 07 to the point now. They're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. They go. Through turns 3 and 4. They're going to hit the C frame here in a moment. They keep it. They don't hit it, and they actually keep it straight. They're now 3 wide for the lead of the race. Here comes the 07 with a shove by the 48. That inside line is now becoming more disorganized, and that's allowing vKolby to get
They were almost
momentum.
4 wide coming across the start-finish line, but the 29 has been pretty much rapid since he took the lead. Definitely blocking skillfully as here comes the 61 to look for the point. Doesn't have the momentum or the help at the moment, but definitely if he can get the 07 to his bumper or the 4. But here comes
Now
the 61.
Now it seems the outside lane might be the lane to be at here because you're not at risk of being immediately sent all the way to the inside by a car behind you.
Been given a 1 out of 3.
I have to presume it's for aggressive driving. I think. I'm not too sure what the 1 out of 3 was for, but I think it's for aggressive racing. But anyway, back up front is still vKolby leading the field. He has the outside lane. George is trying to make the inside lane work here, but he doesn't have enough help on the inside. He has the 96 and the 4 pushing him. The 96 is one of the fastest cars all day. But yeah, they just don't have as much help as they do on the outside lane. Up here goes the inside lane now. The 44 shuts down to the inside of the 29. They're now 3 wide for 2nd place, but that's going to give George Tulspa the lead on the inside with help from Lexus the Giant in the 96. So new race leader, car 61.
Oh, and they're getting squirmy still going into turn number 1. And a little bit further back, the 25 looking to defend from the 16 does so pretty smoothly at the moment. And vKolby gonna fall down the order. Same thing with Skyronic, same thing with the 30. The 11 looking to gather some momentum, looking to gather some help. Might be able to do so as the 29, the 21, the 07, the 48, and the 30 gonna help him out as they do almost wreck themselves.
30 laps to go here, and a quick reminder for those of you who are watching on at home here, the 30 of Matthew McSixo has still yet to pit this race. He has stayed out the whole race here on a 6. He is on his 25th or 26th lap, 5th lap here of the run on fuel, which means if he can make it to lap 32, he will be able to split the race in half with anyone else who can join him. Right now, he doesn't have enough fuel if he hits right now. He will have to make it to lap 32 or lap 33 to make it to the end of the race on just a single tank of fuel, which would be insane.
And another reminder that there's no halfway yellow like there was at the beginning of the race.
Yep, we had to shorten the race due to all the technical issues. 3 wide through the field now, 3 by 3 by 3. The 61 is still leading. The 96 of Lexus got shuffled out of line, and now the 21
a little bit further back, the 21 does get a little bit loose, and so he's going to start to fall down the order. Not what he needs, and the 07 going to find himself to the point. Finally.
Sofa Green's the 96 below the double yellow line there. He might have to concede positions. Yes, he will. The official telling him to give it up. And he will go to the inside lane here. He's waiting for an opportunity to get track position. But he will. Yep, there he goes now. The 07 now leads the 4. Oh, big flip! 2 cars upside down there. The 16 goes upside down for a huge flip. That's going to be a caution for incident, and we will be racing back to the start-finish line. The 44 has taken the lead of the race. Ray Wolfie somehow always finds his way to the front during these cautions. The 4 of Tanks Wild is still pushing him. Now the 96 of Lexus Giant with a huge shove up the middle. They're going to be free wide into turn 3 with just the 8 cars in this lead group. Now the 4 on the inside of Aiden Grant. He's going to take the lead of the race here with help from Skyronics, but he's all the way below the inside line. Still side by side for the lead. Here comes Skyronics on the outside.
Oh my God!
34 gets tipped.
Oh,
Ow, my God!
Oh,
Ray
he was
Wolfie on
one
there!
barrel. And the 11
25.
of Aiden Morse is going to lead us back to the line.
25 gonna collect the 48, and the 48 crosses the line P11.
Well, that was
That was
certainly an
chaos.
an insane lap that was, with 2 flips.
That
And
was the thing.
a little bit of an underdog in the race. The 45 of Vicky Gearing has found her way to P7 in the order. So we'll see if she can't keep this momentum up, or if the intensity of this race claims her.
Well, let's take a look at this accident here. First, we'll take a look at the first accident. Here they all are racing out of turn 4. And they're going into the tri-oval here. We're going to watch the 29 and the 16 on the outside lane. Coming across to the start-finish line, I think vKolby's going to hit a C-frame. Yes, he does hit a C-frame, and the 16 is just an unfortunate victim in all of this. He goes for a wild ride into turn 1, and just, yeah, nothing really he can do there. Let's count the number of rolls he does here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 rolls there.
And these are supposed to replicate 3,200 or so pounds of car, so they should not easily flip. But we also have to put into account that this is Roblox and that lip scripts are a thing.
I'm not sure if we have a replay of the end of the race back there with the second flip. We unfortunately we don't, but that was indeed a wild ride for the 44 of Ray Wolfie. If we weren't able to get a replay of that, unfortunately, but it seems everyone has stayed out again. Again, I'm not sure what the 30's plan is here. How does this guy have enough fuel here to not hit?
That doesn't make any sense to me. And
Yeah.
something else that doesn't make any sense to me is the 45 has found her way to P3 overall.
Yeah, we haven't really talked much about Vicky tonight. She's been rather quiet, has been in the pack, hasn't really been up front at all day. I think
And the
everyone
pit's
will be
gonna
getting this
open
time by.
this lap. 61
I do
gonna
think
take
we
it.
will
So is the
see-
45, the 11, the 21, the 4, the 07. The
And the 30
96,
stays
the
out again.
21, the 29.
What?
The 1, the 44, and everybody. Except for the 30, obviously.
So, is it possible to have the officials check the fuel of a car mid-race here? Because,
Oh, and the 16 has been caught speeding. Hitting to the back. Not what the 16 needed after having such a good race.
I mean, he was already in last place anyway. He
well,
did just do, like, 5 flips in turn 1, so it doesn't really matter, Tyler.
And is that a blue line violation?
He'll be fine.
Oh, we don't have those. Okay. Viewers, I thought that would have been a blue line violation.
I have no idea how Misty is doing this here. I'm very curious to know what the 30's fuel plan is.
I am also curious to see that.
This man is going on 30 laps now of fuel. So if Matthew McStixo is saving fuel like this constantly, no one else behind him should need to pit again. If we see more people pit at this point of the race, I am not sure what they're thinking at this point.
25
Matthew
laps to
McStixo
go here in the Talladega Super Speedway for the Yellawood 199. Coming to the green flag, it's Matthew McStixo in the 30, leading us to the restart zone. Green flag in the air. Beautiful restart from the 30, keeping the 44 behind for the moment. And a little bit further back, the 07 already looking to be passed by the 29. 29 getting to the back of the 45, helping him get past the 21 of Skyronics. Same thing with the 07 with the 4 looking to get past the 25.
Oh, the 25 just tips the 30 from the lead of the race. The 30 goes around and he saves it. I'm not.
I don't think that was a caution for that. And there goes the 21 and the 29.
Oh my god, the 96!
Massive Steve frame. Massive Steve frame with 25 or so laps to go. 24 laps. Oh my goodness. How many cautions have we had, Ferrari?
Well, I know we have enough that I lost my prime bet today, so we have a lot of cautions. 6 or 7.
Shut
We've
up.
had 7 cautions and 3 red flags this race, so
So he said that we would have under 5.5 cautions. Oh, you're wrong. Anyway, you just have to wonder when that 30 machine is going to pit.
Oh my god.
What?
We just been having the most insane. I don't know.
it looks
Oh,
like
in the
it was the
open.
exact same
Goodness.
accident again. The 29 just gets a C-frame, and the 96 was right behind him and gets collected and just goes for a wild ride. They have to check the 29 car. I think there might be some decal on it that's causing so many C-frames today. But anyway, pace car has pulled off the pit road. Sofa Greens will take us back to the green flag here. Restart zone has been reached, and we are back underway here at Talladega.
So the 07 to the point, staying in the point for the moment, but getting help with the 48 to try to create a little bit of a gap to the 61. George gonna move down to the inside lane, getting a little bit squirmy in the back, but they keep it going the right way. The 29 of vKolby has found himself all the way in the rear of that lead pack. The 07 still up front, maintaining the lead. Everybody on the high lane except for the 45,
61 and
the
the 45.
21, and the 61. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think George Holzma's plan there to go to the inside with no help was the wisest move. But now we're going to see some 2 wide out racing. The 07 and the 48 shuffle out to the inside lane. That's going to allow the 44 and the 11 to take to the point now. So it's a swift 1-2. Tanks World is in third on the outside lane, but we go for the lead here. Yep, here comes the 11 with help from the 4 to the inside. And the 11 will clear the 44, his teammate. So Aiden Morse now leading the field. Now, the 11 and the 44 have been very interesting this race. They're not necessarily the best in the long run. That's been the 61, the 96, and the 29 today. They're very good on the short run and during the chaotic cautions. They're 4 wide again. Okay, no C-frames this time. That could have been really bad. There's 2 by 2 now for the lead of the race. The 11's going to shuffled out here. And here comes the 96 of Lexus on the inside with help from Skyronics. They're trying to go for the lead. The 44 leads that time, but now the 44 getting pushed hard by the 16 of Tyler White. Kolby making it free wide, forcing his way through the field. Now goes out his way all the way down to the inside here. Lexus takes to the lead with Skyronics, but here comes the 29 with big help from the 11 and the 07.
61 also behind those 3, helping to get the 29 a little bit further up the field. The 96 making the good call and blocking the 29. 21 gonna make contact with him, forcing him a little bit below the double yellow line. We'll see if the officials say anything. Most likely gonna say nothing. But anyways, here comes the 21 to block the 29, who found himself in the point. for a little bit. The 16 getting a little bit squirmy, and they keep it
60.
clean. 61 now to the
vKolby
point.
to the point now, but here comes George Tolsma. It's back to the point with help from the 4 of Tanks for Wild. I think Tanks for Wild's been a bit of a surprise package here at this race. He's always been up front, but he's just not really leading the race. He's just helping push people to the point of the field. Then he gets shuffled out, but he always back to the front of the field, pushing more people to the point. He might be the best friend to have here at Talladega.
Most certainly. Now 4 wide for about 3rd or 4th position, and that might be another big one.
C-frame for the 4, and the 4 is
not.
going backwards. The 25 is going around, spinning around. He collects the 40, the 30 in the background. That's free car spinning in the back. I think that's not going to be a caution. They will keep it
That
green.
is
So
gonna be a caution.
we've lost free. Oh, never mind. Caution flag is now waved for that accident. So the first caution of the day for something that wasn't a flip. Free cars spinning in the background. It will be a race back to the start-finish line. vKolby is frustrated on the radio. He is screaming, "Why?" for that caution. But it was a free car accident. That's fair to the officials. They're 4 wide for 3rd place now. vKolby on the outside for the lead with Ray Wolfe on the inside. They're going to be side-by-side exiting turn 4. But Ray tries to throw the block. It does not work. Here comes the 11 and the 61 for the lead of the race here, coming to the line. The 96 going to give a shove. So for Greaves with a huge run coming out of the trial leg, and it's going to be George leading us back to the line.
What a race back. Pits are gonna be open.
It is
this
not the
lap.
race for the finish, but all of these race
not.
backs have been so great. I have to
said,
give it.
what
the
a
credit.
race
It is-
back.
Yeah, what a race back. Anyway, the 61 will be the pace car here. The question is, does the 30 finally pit? Does he finally pit? He has been out there for so long now. Surely
Dude,
he has to pit now.
17 laps to go. Surely the 30 is gonna pit.
If he doesn't pit, I have no idea. If this guy thinks he can make it without
If
pitting
he doesn't
a single
pit,
time,
just
I
end the
believe-
season.
I don't
And
know.
confirmation
Here,
that the
7.
caution is out has been shown.
Oh, we have some pit strategy now.
Little bit
I'm
of pit
watching the 30.
strategy,
Does
and
he
the
finally
30
pit? No, he
does not
stays out
pit.
again. He's gonna run out of fuel. There's no way he makes it. There's no way.
The 30
Surely not.
finally does
But-
not pit.
But we do have a few cars staying out. vKolby, the 07, the 21, Ray in the 44, the 30, obviously, and the 4 have all stayed out here. So we have a split strategy now. All the cars who stayed out think they don't have to pit again for fuel, but everyone else has
11 gonna
taken
win
some
the
extra
race
fuel
off
to
of
be
pit
safe.
road.
Pits were open, so Lexus wins the race off of pit road. Now,
Okay,
considering the 30 car has stayed out the whole race and is currently on lap 40 of his fuel run, I don't think anyone really needs to pit again. They're just pitting for safety to get some extra fuel in the tank. No one else will need to pit here. We should be good to the end of the race.
Definitely. And another advantage of having that slipstream is you save pretty big amounts of fuel, especially if you're on that high side. But anyways,
Yeah.
look who is in the lead. The man that needs no introduction. The man that we all knew was going to find himself to the point. It's the 29. It's vKolby.
Well,
But
the
coming
invisible pace
around,
car
pace
pulls
car
away.
gonna find its way, find its invisible self into the pit lane, coming into the tri-oval, to the restart zone, and green flag back in the air. The 29 with a pretty good restart there. Little bit of a gap to the 07 forming, but with the momentum that these cars carry here at Talladega, that's not gonna last for long.
Yeah, vKolby might have made himself a bit of a sitting duck here, because now the 07 is probably going to go to the inside of him on the back straight or force him off of the top side. Nope, they're going to run single file here, top 4. They are 2x2 further back, and it looks like very far in the back. Someone's hit the wall, but they do keep it straight and clean. Now we have some racing up front. The 21 and the 44 have gone to the inside here of vKolby, and the 21 trying to clear the 29 on the outside. Side by side through the tri-oval now. The 21's run has now stalled, and it's going to be 2x2x2 they go. Here comes the 11 with a huge head of steam now. 3 wide for the lead of the race.
Yeah, the 07 on that high side, he definitely has a chance, but if he doesn't have the help, he can't utilize his momentum. And he's not going to move up high to block. Here comes the 20. Well, the 21's going to lose positions.
Oh, a big flip. Lexus goes around. He gets some big air. 3-4 cars around in the back.
That was definitely another C-frame. I don't think
Another
there's a
C-frame
caution,
for
though.
Lexus. Yeah, I don't think it will be a caution because everyone is still in the draft, so they will be able to reorganize here. Now, if that was a bigger accident and we did lose some draft cars, I think that would have been a caution, but we will keep it green for now. It is vKolby who has found his way to the front of the field with 13 laps to go off of the pit strategy. The 07 is pushing him behind him. George Tolsma is in 3rd place. He has been very quick all day.
Here comes the 61 to the inside, looking for the point. And the 61 not going to have the momentum at the moment.
He has
Doesn't have help behind.
Yep, everyone's running on the top line here. And look who's in 3rd place now. It's Matthew McSixo who has yet to pit. He is on lap 43 of the fuel run for him.
Look
I have
who's in
no idea how he's making
third.
this work.
Look who's in 4th, helping him. It's the 45 of Vicky Gearing. She's found her way up the field, and now they're gonna be shuffled out of the top part of the field. 16
Ooh,
getting
16
a little
very
bit
squirrely, forced out of line.
Yeah.
And they're gonna keep it straight now.
So
So if you're gonna want to go on the outside here, they're waiting for an opportunity to make a run. They're content with letting vKolby pace the field at the moment. Now you may think, oh, vKolby's gonna win this race again, isn't he? But like, no, I think they're just waiting here, waiting to get the right opportunity. Because if you make your move too quickly, you may put yourself in a bad position for the final lap of the race.
Yes, especially if you want to use the momentum of the cars behind you to get to and through, hopefully to the lead of the race. The 45 gonna try again to find her way up the field. Just not gonna have the momentum. And the 48 is gonna go a little bit wide, and there goes the 25 starting to spin. Overpaid gonna keep it straight for the time being, and still with 11 laps to go, it's vKolby.
Ray Wolfe now in stops to 2nd place with all the shuffling going on. There is attempts to make the inside line work. We have 4 cars on the inside trying to work their way forward. Well, and a C-frame there for the 25. They will keep it straight. No caution for that needed. The top 6 have pulled away here on the outside lane, using the outside to their advantage. Just running single file, no issues there. But they're all just waiting for the moment to strike. Or we're waiting for the 30 to run out of fuel, and that will probably be a caution if that were to occur. 10 laps to go here at Talladega.
Yep, 10 to go. The 44 looking to have the momentum, but gonna get shuffled out. He has no help. The 61 a little bit further back, and it gets squirmy as well. But so far, the 45 of Vicky Gearing, she's kept her wits about her, if you will. And P4 definitely has had a better second half of the race. And again, she's just been keeping her wits about her. Looking to the inside, looking to help the 16.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And pretty much
my god, the 30 is stuck in the wall. Well,
oh my goodness.
That's a caution.
That is
No
the
doubt
caution.
gonna be a
That's
caution.
never cautioned in the history of cautions.
Well,
that's the same thing that happened.
now if there was a def mechanic, we probably would have had a def right there. The 30 is stuck in the wall.
And that was the same thing that happened towards the end of qualifying to the 30.
We're done.
Yeah. vKolby leads us back to the line. Dylan Fox has said that this will be the last time they will ever race at this Talladega, ever again. So, a new
surprises
Talladega
there.
is required. Let's take a look back at that one because what? Yeah. So
What
running
even
through 2, 3,
happened?
4. everyone's just running single file. It's minding their own business, minding their own P's and Q's. Nothing's going wrong here. They're just coming out of the tri-oval, and then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose as the 30 gets clipped in the wall here and takes out the entire field.
Just unfortunate.
Oh my, Jesus! Oh my God!
Yeah, if you're hearing the "oh my gods" in the background, that is the CEO of C Media just absolutely in disbelief going right now. All the accidents at this race. I think science might have gone a little too far with this track, and with
This isn't
8 laps
science
to go.
anymore. This is just like
30 gets the
what is
C-frame and then
this?
just straight collects everybody else, including the 45 of Vicky Gearing, who was running P4 at that time. And that was one of the biggest C-frames that I saw in the history of C-frames.
So Matthew McStickso is going to stay out here. He thinks he can make it to the end of the race without pitting. At this point, I want to see him try. I want to see him make it to the end. B-Rad is in pit road, the number 1 of Brandon Johnson. Aiden Morse has also taken a splash and dash here. It seems someone has sped down pit road. I'm not sure who that is. I think that's the 44, I think? Yeah, that was Ray with the red light there for a moment, but it might have been a glitch. I'm not sure. I think he's just going to be fine because he's already pitted for the bonus fuel.
And it's green this time as the 96 nearly clips the 44. But anyways,
yeah, the 44 is going to the rear. He knows he spat down pit road. But it is vKolby currently leading the race with it'll be 6 laps to go when we take the green this time by. vKolby
Ironic's finding himself up into P4. Victoria Gearing, she finds herself in P5, looking to make her way up the field. She definitely has had the pace in the last few laps. I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
Okay, well, while all of that's going on, we will go back underway. Pace car pulls down into pit road. It'll be 6 to go. vKolby currently leading, but can he be the leader at the only lap that really matters? We should hit the restart zone now,
Yep,
and we are
flag
back
in the
underway
air.
here. 6 to go.
Green
And
flag in
another
the air
big
here.
launch
And
by the 29. The 16 is going to box up the field here a little bit, try and organize himself for a run. Now, you don't want to have a massive gap here because that's just going to allow the whole field to run you in very quickly, just like this. And here comes Overpaid for the lead of the race with help from the 45 and the 61.
And,
Now, see,
and on the radio, Overpaid is saying something about some kind of cheat from one of the drivers. I'm not sure who he's referencing, whether that be the 29 or the 16.
I think, another C-frame accident. The 07 is now being ridden here. He's getting a nice ride by the 30. They're going to keep it straight, and no caution for that one. They will keep it straight, single file. So outside of Matthew McStickso getting a view up the rear of the 07, I think they should be all okay.
Yeah. And the time with 5 laps to go is starting to tick down. Some of these drivers have lost time with that wreck, as the 45 going to find herself into P4 again. Ahead of the 07, and they're spinning again. That's the 25, if I'm not mistaken.
That's Overpaid. I think he's gone around.
Yeah.
I think he's hit a C-frame, and I think he might lose the draft here. Yep, he will lose the draft. So that's the Overpaid's chances of winning this race gone, unless we get a caution. 4 laps to go now. vKolby still pacing the field. Tyler White in second place. Skyron trying to make a move on the inside. He's going to get shuffled out of line here. He will fall back to at least outside this group. Victoria Gearing
finds her way up into P3. Yep, she's looking for P2.
But she's on the inside. I don't think this is the wisest call. All this racing's allowing vKolby here to just pace himself well. Are we really going to see a vKolby win at Talladega? I'm very curious.
Maybe not, but because here comes the 45 for a moment, and we actually might. Oh, wait.
Wait, no.
Yep, we might.
The inside's just not getting that run that maybe the inside lane drivers are hoping for. But now with the 4 on the inside, this might start to get very interesting. The 4 has been the best pusher all day. And here we go for the lead of the race. Here comes the 45, the 61 getting a big shove there as well. Can Vicky slide up the course and clear the 29? 2.5 laps to go now. And the 45
she
does
does
come.
have
Oh,
the-
big C-frame. Holy shit, they all
Oh my goodness. Here comes the 61 to the lead.
Quit.
45 just going to be shuffled behind as the caution is
Well,
thrown.
We apologize for language. All languages provided here at C Sports does not represent the company of C Media and reflects only on the commentator's behalf. We apologize in all regards. We are free wide forward to lead the race as well. The 61 is currently leading. We were racing back to the line. Can the 16 steal the lead here?
Four wide
Four
for the-
wide
oh
for the
my
line. The 16 gets the race
It's
back.
going to be the 16. Amazing race back.
Good
But
grief.
unfortunate for the 45. She finds herself, correct me if I'm wrong, she finds herself P10.
There's overtime, right?
We got
Yeah,
ourselves overtime.
Guys, we have 3 overtime attempts. We're going to have
No,
3
I think
overtime
I'm
attempts
at
before we finish this
Talladega.
race. Woo!
Oh my god. Oh god, don't turn off your TVs. This is gonna be the best piece of TV you've ever watched in your life.
All right, let's take a look at what happened here. So I think the 07 is just going to get C-framed. Yep, he just goes and he's gone.
He just
And I saw that too.
It-
In the replay.
Pits are
That's
open and the
massive
30 has
full
finally
action.
pitted. He has finally pitted. He probably would have made it to the end as well.
James has been given a to the back.
Well, he was already kind of last place, so.
Yep, so
Yeah.
Cobalt, if you're listening to this, he did not need a TTB for that.
Well, he needs a TTP for the consistency's sake. Anyway, the 30 has finally done his pit stop. It's an insane fuel run of 54 laps.
In the 45,
get
she
ready to
was about P2, looking for the lead of the race. She finds herself now in P7. Between this time, attempt 1 out of 3 for overtime in this race. It's the 16, followed by the 96 from the 61 of George. And the invisible pace car gonna pull down pit road. And coming into the tri-oval, it's the 16 again. 96 behind. Into the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. 16 did not get the same start the 61 got. Or rather the 29 got. But the 96 gonna look to the point.
Tyler White.
Yeah.
Tyler White's gonna have a run here for the lead. Maybe no. He's gonna
Free wide now for second place. As the 96. Wait. Are we redoing it?
Oh.
We are redoing it, everybody. We are gonna run it back because somebody jumps the restart, I think.
Boom.
Football field before the restart zone.
So I guess somebody jumps. I'm not sure who jumps, but we have a jumper, and
Yes, a
we will be
54 lap
attempting this
run
again.
is insane by
a
any
very
metric,
big jump.
Ferrari.
Yeah. Let's
Alas.
get this underway here.
Trying this again.
All right. Let's try this again. Pace car has disappeared, and we are hitting the restart zone and back underway here at Talladega for overtime attempt number 1. The 16 does not get going, and he has boxed the field in. Will the 96 go to the inside again with help from the 61? Yes, he will. Down goes the 96 of Lexus, but this time he doesn't get as much help as he wants from the 21. Here comes Skyrox on the outside lane. He's trying to clear the 96 there with help from the 11 of Aiden Morse.
Again for the crap that happened in the back.
Oh, we're going to re-rack it. Oh, God.
Again. Where's the caution?
Oh, there it is. Well, folks, we are still trying to sort the field out. So Lexus Ajayi here has had 2 chances, and we've already seen what he's done in both times. Just send it all the way to the inside on the 16. No advantage. I do not want to install this update. No green this time by
at the moment.
Anyway, for those of you who have stuck through the insanity that was this Talladega race, we want to thank you. We apologize for all of the issues throughout the race so far, including the technical issues and some of our commentary blunders. But well, yeah, it has been a good race, and we should have a very fun race to the end here. We have seen already what Lexus plans to do. Just cut to the inside with help from the 61, and it seems George Holtzman is going to help him do so. The question is, with Tyler White now knowing what the 96 is going to do, will the 16 try and block? It's been such a long time since Tyler White won in the NRRA. So
That could be the case. Tyler White has had the pace, but has chose to keep the field boxed in. That could cost him with the time, though, as you mentioned, the 96 could just find his way around on the inside. So, again, we'll see with that.
Seems Ray was asking if there was something on the apron. The officials confirmed that there is nothing on the apron that's causing any. Oh, never mind. The 96 has just gone over.
Frame takes another victim.
Actually, I don't think he's C-framed there because I think I see it actually. There's this little green part of the track poking out on the apron in turn between turn 3 and 4 when the infield track meets up with the main course. So that might be where he's flipping off of.
And the field's gonna come to a stop as the 96 finds his way back to the field. Can we handle going green in the restart zone from here?
I don't know.
Yes, says
We're back to the old days. No pacing, just start and go.
All right.
Everybody's saying they can handle it. And pace, they are being told. Here we go then. Attempt number 3 or 4 at overtime attempt number 1. It's gonna be the 16 leading the 96 into the restart zone. Green flag in the air. 2 laps to go here in Talladega.
Tyler White with a really good start off there. You give a little gap between him and second, but here comes George Tosma to the lead.
Tosma.
Oh, and the 16 goes upside down. He hits a C-frame. He slides back up the course and takes himself out of the contention. He is still sliding.
And
He's gone for a huge flight.
He got Newman by the C-frame.
Racing back to the start-finish line now, the 61.
It's 2 out of 3 now being confirmed. Here comes the 11 on the high side. Getting hit from the 29. The 29
And look who it is in second now.
It's gonna be Aiden Morse. I'm calling it early.
Who's gonna take the yellow flag for the
I could not hear you, Imperial, by the way.
Oh my goodness. The 29 gonna take P2. The 11 wins that race back.
Something tells me vKolby might actually win this race.
If he
Nah, it couldn't be the fact that he's P2 right behind the 11.
Everyone just needs to agree that Kolby can't win and just go on whatever lane is not his lane.
We have vKolby's a #1 hater in the call at the moment and watching on. And anyway, let's take a look at this. The 16 just goes all the way to the inside lane here. After losing the battle for the lead, he's going to run the double yellow line and then just hits the C-frame. He goes for a wild ride. He's riding his roof here. He's then going to get pushed a little bit by the 44, and then is still sliding down the course. Then he goes for a massive amount of air, getting another C-frame and does another flip.
And we're going green this time here. It's the 11 from the 29, from the 21, from the 96. Green flag now in the air. 11 getting a little bit of a jump, but not enough to constitute a penalty from the officials. And the 29 is all over that back bumper. Hopefully, bumper lock isn't going to be an issue for them.
He's doing everything he can.
I'm not sure if this is attempt 2 or attempt 3 at the
This is attempt 2.
This is attempt 2 actually. 1.5 laps to go there. Single file.
This line here. Let's see who's gonna break up from this line.
Let's see what chaos comes from this one, and they're almost gonna go. Oh,
Couple of them.
they've
couple of them.
almost gone 4 wide.
2 lanes. Outside line with better
3
help.
wide for a moment. The 29's gonna lead. No surprises to anyone. And
White
collect the
flag.
white flag. White flag in the air, sponsored by C Media. The 29 looking to keep the position over the 21. That 45 behind and P3 now looking for a small move on the 21. Doesn't have the momentum or the help at the moment. But somebody who does have the help, the 96, doesn't have enough. Just the 61 and the 07 behind
Victoria
them.
Gary on the
45
inside.
gonna drive to the inside. Here she
Victoria
comes.
Gary to the lead. vKolby
Victoria
falls
with the
back.
right time there. Here comes Lexus as well. Lexus pushing her to the
And
point now.
vKolby.
Will Lexus go for it? He
Beautiful.
goes to the outside lane on the
gonna be
45. They're going to be side by side.
side
vKolby
for the
stuck
line.
on the outside.
Free
Dead as
wide.
side by side, free wide, and the 96 is getting scored. Victoria's going to win.
Victoria got it. Oh,
Got it. Victoria got it.
Victoria got it. Victoria got it. No, Victoria got
Victoria
it.
got it.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Victoria got it.
5 wide for the line. That is insane.
Oh my goodness, what a race. Especially in that last little bit. And that's the second
Victoria
time I think this
Gearing.
season that's happened too.
We need to take a replay of that one because,
Look,
wow, what
we
a run.
The second time was the duels.
The 45
So anyway,
has been officially declared as the winner of the Yellawood 199 at Talladega.
yeah, just a great run.
Oh,
A choice to go to the move there on vKolby. The 45 does. The 29 tried to get a run on the outside lane. The 96 tried to cut him off, but it wasn't to be. And then at the line, the 45 was just getting a big push by the 61 there at the end. And that was all they wrote. 4 wide coming to the line. It's going to be the 45 winning, the 44 of Ray Wolfe second. It's another 1-2 for the Swifties. Actually, it's a 1-2-3 because I think Alexis
So
is
1, 2,
also a
3
Swiftie.
for the Swifties.
We'll see if we can get Vicky in for an interview here.
This is, I'm being told, not in.
Oh, stop moving. Uh-oh. We'll take a look. We're waiting here on the confirmation.
And the 45 needs to stop moving. Vicky,
But she's not. For
stop
whatever reason.
moving.
Yeah, I think
Well,
I
she's-
think her car's just
She's
Yeah.
not in her car.
yeah. Oh, okay.
All right.
Victoria.
It's she's not in it.
Well,
And
It seems
we're hopefully gonna try and get this done.
maybe. The 44 car is ran away there.
Yes,
off
the
like the
45
wind.
car has run away all the way in the exit of turn 1, coming into turn 2.
Looks like we had a hacker try to do something because someone just got the. Wait, did he?
And so apparently I have 5 laps in the race. So does Bottles, and so does the Ferrari Master Plan. Yet none of us raced.
They had to
Of
give us
course.
laps to make the cost.
Of course, they had to reset the laps.
But anyway, as we wait for the interviews, we'll cover up some of the other storylines from this one. Just insane racing at the end there. vKolby
Absolutely.
dominating the final segment of the race, only to not perform the block at the right time, and that costed him the win. We almost had a 9 for vKolby win of the season, but it was not to be.
Almost.
We will have to wait until for another 2 weeks before he wins the next race. So we'll have to wait for vKolby number 9.
Almost. But again, just not to be.
Vicky now going to burn it down.
Vicky has picked up in 12 starts. She has picked up her second career win on the season.
And a bit of a fun fact here, she's won both of her races this season on the super speedways. She won at Atlanta to make the chase in the first place, and now she's won here at Talladega, the other super speedway race, and the only one on the chase calendar. So she's done really well for herself. The only super speedway race she didn't win this season was the opening race at Daytona, which was won by another Swift driver in Niall O'Hare, or rather a Swift affiliate driver. So Swift seems to be the fastest on these super speedways.
Yes, it definitely waits until tonight to break. But anyways, your race winner for the Yellawood 199 at the Talladega Super Speedway is the 35 of Victoria Gearing. She picks up her second career win, and we stand by for interviews.
Yeah, she's
For
here.
post-race interviews. And she is here. Vicky, first of all, congratulations on your win, and thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. What's going on?
We are doing absolutely amazing. Look, 4 wide for the race finish. Just walk us through what you thought was going to happen. And walk us through if you actually thought you were going to pick up your second career win. Or your second win in the season.
I mean, it's
After getting your head,
Talladega, so
okay. I was gonna say
Anything
after
Shut
getting
up.
your head switched by a hauler. By the way.
Oh
like
yeah,
lap 5.
that earlier incident. I was released from the care center. We're all good. No injuries.
And we are glad for that. So, Vicky, again, congratulations, and just give whoever it is the shout outs that you need to give, because one, the Swift Motorsports cars have been absolutely amazing working together, and two, you deserve it.
I mean, I don't know who was behind me there. It's hard to tell. I was kind of more focused on who was going to finish the race, but whoever that was, thank you to you. Good finish for my teammates, so we're happy about that. And yeah, I mean, Swift kind of was out there and was working with them a little bit, so I mean, thanks to them, and was able to steal this one, so.
Yep, and if I'm not mistaken, Ferrari, correct me if I'm wrong, you qualified last on the grid. So just walk us through your thought with this last to first.
I mean, my qualifying run kind of got screwed with that earlier incident, so I don't know. I mean, that incident kind of screwed me. I had no help, no draft, nothing. I mean, it's pretty special to go from last to first, so I mean, I'm happy about that, but it was more exciting. That finish was amazing.
All right, Vicky, again, congratulations, and again, thank you for joining us. Next up, we bring up and who found himself to the point a few times today. Ray, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
And as always, it's a pleasure to have you here. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you weren't in that drag race to the finish line at the end of the race. So, do tell us your thoughts on that.
Just had to rely on speed the most and the people you work with. Last lap, breaking it down. I was trying to ride out on the outside lane because the outside lane is more faster than what we ran on the bottom. As soon as the front just scatters around, that's the time where we had to make a go time to make the decisions to make some moves there. So once we get to the tri-oval, I thought like my race is, well, there goes the win out of the window, and then I think the number 4, it was either the 4 or 30 that just gave me a little push, which is enough to at least get me up a little closer up to Victoria and Lexus. But very good for Victoria. Kind of way that we'll get a satellite 1-2 finish at Talladega. I really wish I could have won this one. I have a very long drought. It's been like almost 2 years since I last win a race in this series. So we'll keep fighting, though. We'll keep fighting.
And keep fighting, you will. Ray, walk us through your thoughts on your race and how you think you did today.
I think I did pretty good. We've been like riding in the front for most of the time. Uh, Special shout out to Tyler White. We've been working a little bit together for like almost halfway into the race. We've just been pretty much the good combo to be pushing back and forth. So, but yeah, once again, congrats to Victoria and the other Full Throttle facilities, and welcome back, Matthew Mistixo. His first race back in like long time. It's great to see. But
Yes,
yeah,
welcome back. Yes, welcome back indeed. And thank you for joining us, Ray. Next up, we bring in a man who needs no introduction, George of all trades. Thank you for joining us.
Howdy, howdy.
George, you did lead the race for a few moments in the entirety of the remaining 60 laps that we actually did run. So just walk us through your thoughts on that, and how do you feel about your consistency and your performance today?
Yeah, I mean, I led the most laps I've ever led. I think that's my best finish so far, 5th. I forget. I think Indy maybe I might have got a 4th, but either way, I mean, it's a pretty solid run. The roast stock racing Ford Mustang was gripped up, and I felt like we played the lines right. We were one of the only cars that could like consistently lead a lap and then still lead the next one. A lot of people would only lead like one lap and then kind of get shifted out of line again, and so on and so forth. But I was kind of figuring out the idea there. For a while, it seemed like the best thing to do was run the bottom through 1 and 2, get up to the top on the backstretch, let the people that ran the top on the in 1 and 2 give you a push down the backstretch, and then jump back down to the bottom and then continue that. So it's working well, and then in the end, everyone kind of just got organized on the top and single filed out, and so that didn't really work anymore. But
Yep, you mentioned that P5 finish, that being your most laps led and your highest result so far. Walk us through your strategy to hopefully try and climb the order a little bit more as we get into the race number 20 of the NRRA season at Gateway.
well, I mean, I'm not in the playoffs or anything, so it doesn't really matter in that aspect. I mean, I joined very deep into the season. I didn't really have a good shot at getting into the playoffs, so you know, and then next year, opening up my own team. So just trying to get some runs in, kind of get us ready for next year and kind of figure things out a little bit. And just kind of get some momentum going.
And before we continue, I'm looking in the NRRA Discord server at the race photos channel, and you see how close George came, along with the 44, how close they came to victory. But again, just a hard fought race. So again, George, congratulations on your results.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing too was I knew I couldn't win it there when we came off of turn 4 and I was like 3rd or 4th car in line. I was like, all right, I'm not going to get the win. But when things kind of opened up and I was able to get right behind Vic, I was like, all right, if I'm not going to win, we're going to get Vic to the line. And we did at least that. So good result.
All right, George, owner of Rostock Racing, thank you so much for joining us. Next up, a man, again, who needs no introduction, Tanks for Wild. Thank you for joining the broadcast booth.
Hey, thank you for having me up here.
All right, George.
Wow.
Thanks. Walk us through your thoughts on how you think you did today.
I mean, today was it's a super speedway. I don't really have thoughts on it other than just press the gas and go work with people that I need to work with and try to see if I can keep this this number 4 mobile Ford Mustang clean for Stewart Haas Racing. We did pretty good. I actually don't know where I ended up finish. All I know is that we pushed to the final end and we got where we needed to be, at least in my eyes. I tried working with the 44 to get him the win, but it fell out right then and there. But at the end of the day, I got to work with some of my people that I actually consider friends in this league, and as I'm still learning how everything works around here, and it's kind of just adjusting still.
Yep, you mentioned adjusting. Thanks. How do you think you're gonna try to keep your consistency going into what race did I say? Going into Gateway.
It's more or less like Gateway. I wouldn't even know. I don't think Gateway's a shortway track, but I kind of consider it as such. I'm not really good at those. My best bet is to try to do qualifying laps, maybe even put in some practice while I'm at it. And what I usually end up doing is learning the line as the race goes on and seeing what I can do from there. My biggest goal is to get either top what's it called, top 10 or above. Obviously that hasn't happened a lot recently, but yeah, that's the whole point of trying. We got something to look forward to for next week.
Hope it has not unfortunately happened for a while. Oh, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Your last top, if I can find your name in the database. Here we go. Your last top 5 was at Darlington of all races. Or rather,
Darling-
excuse me, your last top 10 was at Darlington.
Where did I finish there?
Before today, it was Darlington, but today it's obviously Talladega. But anyways, thanks for Wild in that number 4 Mobile One racing machine. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me here.
Next up, we bring up a man who was shouted out in the interview with the 44. We bring up the 16.
Tyler White.
Hello, hello.
Tyler, for joining us. How are you feeling after that race?
A little disappointed. Didn't get the results we wanted today, but I mean, it was a fun time. Definitely had our moments and our shot to win. I was really looking forward to having a shot at it with the laps closing down. I think it was in the final 10. That late caution really hurt, and didn't get the start we wanted on the restarts. But I mean, it's not my first race back, and I've only ran a couple races this season. But I mean, it wasn't the result we wanted, but I was happy about it.
For this being your first race back, I think that you did an amazing job personally. But moving on from that, what's your thoughts on that final battle? And do you think that you could have had a chance to compete for the win with that huge pack?
After that, when we were on the green white checkered, not really. I got flipped off the second green white checkered, and that final one I was in the back. So I was just trying to make up some field position, and I couldn't work my way forward. But I was having a good time racing up at the front and just trying to work with people and not try to cause any wrecks. I know that's
Yeah.
like the biggest worry for most of us.
And how do you think that your partners during the race? Do you think that they helped you any, or do you think that they hurt you more than helps?
Oh no, I definitely had great partners today. I mean, thank you, Ray, for the shout out. I mean, I know we worked together for a lot of the laps today. Just different people throughout the race. I had James and Colby, and then Overpaid. We just all worked together, trying to cycle to the front and then stay up there. So huge shout out to them.
Definitely a huge shout out to those guys from the 16 of crap. I lost my train of thought again. Anyways, Thank you so much for joining us, man. We appreciate your time, and we wish you luck next week.
Thank you guys for having me.
And next up, we bring up one of the people that did run pretty consistently throughout the race. It's the 96 of Lexus Ajay. Lexus, thank you for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Lexus, if we go back to that picture in the Race Photos channel, or if we can get a replay of that, that was a very, very close finish. A bunch of guys at the back of the field, or rather at the front of the field, just bumping and banging, looking for any position possible. You were up there in the top 4. You definitely had a chance, but come across the line 3rd. Unfortunate, of course, but just walk us through your thoughts on how you thought you did up to that point, and also what was going through your mind with that.
Pretty much. Well, start off for the entire race. I thought I ran what was honestly a perfect race. I mean, like, I was up front making up front all day, making it, wild moves. I mean, I love super speedway racing. I mean, it's probably like my favorite form of racing in general. And I was saying, and whenever I had a run, I took it. And I mean, I found myself up front for, what I thought most of the day. Of course, I wasn't able to keep it up front, but but I felt very confident, even when I was all the way in the back, that I could just get my way to the front very quickly, and that's what happened, pretty much every time. So going back to the finish, down the back straightaway, um, I knew I was a little bit frustrated because I felt like me and George didn't have enough help, but then thankfully the guys behind us did get organized. And so I got to the back bumper, Victoria. And so the whole thing kind of played out almost exactly how I thought it would. I knew I was going to be able to get Victoria out front, and and I knew that. And so coming off of turn 4, the moment I saw me and Victoria had a gap, I immediately jumped out because I knew that that was probably my only shot of taking the win. Um, but then actually going back to the replay, I actually made a mistake. So at a super speedway, you really don't want to hesitate to make a move. You really want to commit to one bit or the other. And so heading into the trial, well, I had 2 options: either stay with vKolby or stay with Rayo. Unfortunately, what happened was I didn't know exactly which lane had to run, and so basically they were both able to pretty much get to my quarter panel, and basically we just started ping ponging off of each other. I think that if I had committed to Ray, I probably it would have been close. I think with the run Ray had, I think I would have nudged out ahead of Victoria, or at least it would have been a very close finish, like Darlington 2003 style. But overall, it was a really great race. Like I said, this is my favorite form of racing, just general. I mean, I just love, just the feeling of going through the pack, making wild moves. And I mean, it was a bit frustrating at times because I didn't have a teammate. And so, I was pretty much having to do everything on my own. I mean, honestly, that's both a good thing and a bad thing. The good news is I don't have to really worry about anyone else but myself. Um, but the bad news is, especially when it comes down to the end of the race, you have no one around you to help. But overall, it was a great race, a fun race, and I'm looking forward to the next one. But so far, this 96 machine is looking very strong, and hopefully we'll round up the season very strong.
And before we continue with my next question, public service announcement, Bottle, check the C Sports Broadcasting VC chat, please. Thank you. Now, moving on. Next week, you've got what? I had it on the tip of my tongue. Gateway, thank you. We have Gateway next week. Do you think that you have the confidence going into Gateway to possibly contend for a win?
Well, I will say this. I finished in the top 3 this week and last, and Gateway drives like a short track. And so I mean, I come from a short track background. When I started racing, what couple, like very long time ago. I'm just, and so I love short track. So I love short track racing in general. I just like heavy braking races in general. And so I feel very good that I can come out with the top 5 at gateways. But I mean, we'll see. Like next week, I mean, you never really know how these races are going to shake out. I mean, I thought I would be faster at Darlington, but I kind of just ended up being mid pack most of the race. But we'll see. I'm fairly confident that I could probably pull off at least the top 3 at Gateway. Might not be a win since vKolby's in the field, but I mean, hey, you never know. He might slip up, and I'll just take advantage. Who knows?
All right. And we thank you again, Lexus, for joining us today. Next up, and I do believe finally, we bring up the man that has been pretty consistent this entire race. We bring up a man that has fought pretty hard to try and find himself to the front. Ironics, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. How y'all doing?
We are doing absolutely amazing after that battle. And again, just I have said this so many times, but that battle was just so exciting. The 21, you were fighting for the lead a few times, so just walk us through your thoughts with that, and walk us through what you think you could have done differently to possibly contend for a win today.
Yeah, we had a really great Ruby Tuesday dodge today, and I was just hoping maybe in those closing laps I could probably sneak in a win in there because super speedways this season, like going into super speedways, I've always been like finishing really well, like in the top 5, and even without a win, that was the goal here. And just honestly, I feel like today was probably realistically my last chance to actually win a race this season, considering that, I feel like at times I could be a super speedway merchant, but overall, man, I mean, it's the result we got today. I mean, at least it was a top 10. At least the top 10 streak is still intact, and we're just gonna get ready for Gateway.
And talking about Gateway, what's your strategy with going into that race, knowing that it races like a short track?
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've done really. I don't think I performed the best on short tracks, but running Bristol last week, being in the top 5 for like a really good portion of the race, I feel like that could give me a little bit of confidence of what I can do there, and just the general. I feel like with the chase going on, just been trying to lock in and just try to get into good results. That what we need is more top 5s as much as how consistent I could be.
Definitely, definitely. Again, battling with the top 3 for the lead for a few points. Just walk us through your thoughts on your performance today, and if you think you could have been any more consistent than you were today.
Yeah, first off, I want to shout out to B-Rad. He's been working really well with me today in this race, and I think he was trying to go for, like go for a push at the end, but he got shuffled out in the middle, and then he ended up beating me like really close for P8, which I can acknowledge. He's really good. He's a really good guy to work with, and in terms of the race, we've done honestly. I've just been as much as people didn't want to see it. I did push Colby there because he was a dodge, and I was trying to like just stay in the top because I feel like the top lane was the best throughout the portion of most of the portion of this race, and I just wanted to stay there. most of the time. Try not to get shuffled into the middle. But unfortunately, everybody on that last lap, they were trying to make some big moves, and I don't blame them. It was the last lap. They got to do all they can to try to win this race, as it could be anybody's race in these super speedways. But yeah, overall, I hope you guys enjoyed that finish. I hope
Absolutely enjoyed it. Ferrari and Gene can most certainly echo my words and my thoughts. But anyways, what's your thoughts with going into Gateway? How do you think you're gonna try to plot back the gap, if you will, to the guys in front of you in the standing?
just qualify good and get ourselves a good finish there at the end, and just do what I usually do, like just stay out of trouble and just clutch at the end.
All right, Skyronics, thank you so much again for joining us, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Hope you all have a good one.
You as well. And with that, we are going to really quickly go over our point standings as we get ready.
Provided. Yeah, they're all right. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna start updating them. I was just waiting for. Okay.
And we will get you those updated point standings here in a second. But as we do, Ferrari and Gene, what were your thoughts on that race today?
Chaos. Absolute chaos.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. It was very chaotic. I wasn't expecting going in for the race to be as chaotic as it was, but I guess the C frames really made the race a lot more chaotic than what it probably would have been. I think we would have seen a very interesting fuel strategy game had we had a lot cleaner of a race, especially with Misty and his fuel games. He nearly made it the whole way. But a 5 wide finish towards the line is insane, as always. And yeah, it's great racing.
And as we do get those points updated, we will definitely give you an update on that in the C Media Roblox, or rather in the C Media YouTube community. So do be on the lookout for that. But other than that, it has been a pleasure bringing you the action here today at the Talladega Super Speedway for the Yellawood 199. I am always impartial, aka Marcellus impartial. Huh? Anyways,
Can we do the points first? No, don't sign off now.
nah,
if you want to do the points, I'll just read through them.
Were you about to sign us off?
maybe.
Well, that was an important
Well, that was
idea.
the plan, but we're not gonna do that if the points are updated.
It looked like you were.
Anyway,
do you have the points updated?
I do have the point standings start sheet.
All right, let's go.
I'm almost done.
Real quick. You're not going to be getting that on the YouTube, but you will soon be
you're gonna get
on
it
the
here
broadcast.
on this very stream.
You're gonna get it here live.
20 seconds. I got 2 more. I got 1 more driver, and then I'm done.
You're gonna get it here live and unedited, technically. Anyways, Ferrari, what are you expecting?
Okay, here you go.
What are you expecting next week going into Raceway really quickly, or rather into Gateway really quickly?
If vKolby's quick, he wins the race. If he's not quick, maybe someone else wins the race.
Thank you so much for that. Anyways, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Drum roll, please. Do not do that. Your points standings. Your updated point standings. Victoria gonna close the gap to vKolby. vKolby at 2,260 points, followed by Victoria Gearing's 2,153 points. So good race today for her. And you have Aiden Morse in that 11 right behind. Just a few points behind the 45. So if Aiden can have a better performance going into next week, he definitely could be in contention for P2 in the standings. Next up, you've got Skyronics, who's still hunting for that first season race win this season. With 2,126 points, he's been that consistent throughout the entirety of the season. Next up, that's number 44 of Ray Wolfo, also looking rather in P5 with his one and only maiden win. It's the 25 of Overpaid with 2,117 points. Just 6 points behind him is going to be that 44 of Ray Wolfo, looking for his first win, 2,111 points. Then you've got the one of Brandon Johnson, P7 in the standings, just 2 points behind him, behind that 44. And below the cutoff for the top 7 is Mason Tyler. He did not show up today at all. We didn't even mention his name once. I'm surprised at that. But he is again, he wasn't here. So we'll move on from that. Then you have Mark Law in 9th and Luna Johnson, who has forfeited now the championship in P10.
She left the league, as far as I know.
Yes, to clarify,
Well,
she did leave the league.
Yeah.
And
So
with that, any final remarks, gentlemen, before we do go?
Well, for those wondering about the point standings, vKolby entered the race with a 107-point lead over Aiden Morse. He's leaving with a 107-point lead over Victoria. In other words, nothing has happened. No change at the top of the board by no points.
5 races to go.
Yep, the time.
Never say never, folks. Never say never. That's all I can say.
Yeah, he could get suspended for the remaining 4 races or something. Who knows?
Why would he?
Why would he? That's the question. But anyways, moving on from that, Bottle, go ahead and pan into my face. The season is drawing to a close, and only 5 races, as Gene has said. We look forward to next week's action as we get set for racing at Gateway. So with that, that is gonna do it for us here in the C Sports commentary booth. I am Immortalis Impartial, aka Always Impartial. And until next time, and you know there'll be a next time, we will see ya. Victoria Gearing picks up her 2nd season win.
Goodbye.
Bye.
May not be reproduced, retransmitted, or re-uploaded in any form without giving explicit credit to C Media, the featured properties under its C Sports division, and the sanctioning bodies featured in this presentation.